Let us start with invocation. Om. 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 Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Samasta Jana Kalyani Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavitvaram Sadgurum Brahmavitvaram. Hari Om. Welcome to the orientation session of Chinmaya Mission Mumbai for fundraising through Tata Mumbai Marathon 2024. I am Manisha Devade, Secretary of Chinmaya Mission Mumbai. I have this pleasant duty of introducing the speakers for the day. I start with Swami Swatmanandaji. I am aware all of you are here to listen to him and get inspired. He has been leading the Chinmaya Mission Mumbai team since last so many years. Swamiji connects with everyone. He speaks the language of children, of the youth, of the adults, and he connects with all. One special thing I want to share in the context of today's orientation for fundraising is it was Swamiji who led us from the front in our first maiden effort of Chinmaya Mission through maximize happiness during COVID times. And we could first time we did crowdfunding initiative, success of which has led us to run the crowdfunding initiatives again. And after that, we have also done for CVV fundraising. I also want to introduce Jagadish Peswani, who is Chief Fundraising Officer at CCMT. Jagadish has a long experience in this area and has played a key role along with Vivek Krishnan in our first crowdfunding project of Maximize Happiness and then for Reimagine Education for CVV. We are also lucky to have Srimati Meghana Patel as a president or captain for our Chinmaya Army. She has been the highest fundraiser for our second campaign of Reimagine Education. So welcome once again, and I request Swamiji to kindly guide us. Thank you. Hari Om.
Hari Om. Thank you, Manisha ji. Om Shri Tapovana Paramagurave Namaha. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Salutations to all. So Chinmaya Mission, founded by Puja Gurudev. Gurudev was always a trendsetter. We have tried as much as we can in Chinmaya Mission Mumbai to follow his footsteps. So 2015, the centenary year, was the first time that Chinmaya Mission Mumbai took part in the Standard Chartered Mumbai Marathon. That time it was Standard Chartered Bank which was hosting it. I'm aware that some of you were a part of it and we ran, though we didn't raise specific funds for it. Because crowdfunding at that point in time, a lot of concerns were raised by the higher authorities. They said not possible for us and all that. Then in 2020, we did this crowdfunding finally after 6 years, Maximize Happiness. And last year CCMT ran in the Tata Mumbai Marathon. So this year we are again 2024, we are going to take up again Tata Mumbai Marathon. And why are we doing this? What is our objective this year? See, it is 108th year of Puja Gurudev's Jayanti. So the objective was to have 1008 people running together. But some preponement, etc. happened from this TMM team, so we were not able to reach that number. But nevertheless, whoever is running is great. And there are still more people who can still join, who can raise certain number of funds, and they can still run with us. So that is one more thing that can happen further. Now so as a whole group we will run. There are many people from CCMT, from CVV, from Pune, from our Vibhuti, lots of places. So we will run as Chinmay family. Specifically, Chinmaya Mission Mumbai members, they can support whatever cause they like, of education, of medical help, or many other causes, whatever CCMT has come up with. In Mumbai, we have also many projects which we should be aware of. Our Chinmaya Mission Mumbai has been doing seva at their own level. So South Mumbai keeps doing every month some seva or the other. Jagdishwara zone on May 8th, they do Annadan and many other things in the village behind at Pawai. Navi Mumbai, blood donation camps, etc. keep happening. And Adivasi children also, we have been hosting them and having some sessions for them. So different types of sevas, they keep happening through the whole year in terms of social service initiatives, and all these are supported through the donations and through the trust. We also have Gita chanting, which is done free for 10,000 children. So all the expenses of that also we take care. Then all our classes, grassroots activities, etc., they are free. Chinmay Pradeep that we have, whole year our cost comes to almost 25 lakhs to maintain it. That is also free for people. So a lot of cultural seva happens through that. Educational seva happens. We have also the social service aspect. So different areas are there, yajnas that we conduct, many things that we do. For all that we require funds. Those are events, movements for which funds are required. In this 108th year, we have also taken a sankalp that we will take a new center in Chinmay Prakash zone. And so the process is on. Things have to yet get finalized, but a place has been seen and we feel that that is a nice place. And so it may cost us around 6.5 crores to take that place. And so each and every one of you, your support is required, and especially this center, it will serve the entire Chinmay Prakash zone, no doubt. But we have always functioned as one whole Chinmay family. So whether it is Prerna Center or whether it is a Prakash Center or anywhere else, wherever Borivali, wherever the centers have come up, a whole Mumbai has worked for it. And so please remember, a Chinmaya Mission Center is not just a house for somebody to stay. It is a center where social service activities, spiritual activities, educational activities, cultural activities happen. And so when we present the cause to people, we have to tell them Chinmaya Mission Mumbai does all these different types of activities, catering to different age groups and trying to empower the lives of people with the knowledge of Vedanta, with the knowledge of Hindu culture, inspiring them to be proud practicing Hindus as well as to be great patriots who can be contributors to their country. And like see in Chinmay Prakash here, there is a Nehru Nagar Balvihar that the children from Nehru Nagar's colony, which is many of them are workers, laborers, drivers. Their children come and we do the Balvihar classes free for them. So the center is utilized for the public. It is for the person, for the public service activities that the center is used. And most of our activities are charitable activities, educational, spiritual activities. So don't think that who will give funds for a center. We should only project some seva activities and people give more for any of the scholarship or for medical or any other service. No doubt people may be inspired, but it also is important that how we present it, then they will also understand that for activities to happen, there has to be a place. Office has to function, People have to be having a particular contact point, and plus all programs, functions, many things happen through a center. So don't look at it as a place of Chinmaya Mission. It is a place for the public to do public activities for the public. So it has to be, what do we say? It is of the public, for the public. So it has to be by the public, right? So public has to raise the funds for it, and each of us do our best, speak to our contacts, friends, family, give them an opportunity to donate to a worthy cause. And also please remember, Chinmaya Mission does seva at a very deep level. So you think about it, what is beneficial, more beneficial? To handle the symptoms or to remove the cause? If I have to handle the symptoms of a disease, let us say cold, cough, headache, is that more important, or is it important to completely cure the disease? If I only treat the symptoms, the disease will keep coming back. But if I cure the disease, symptoms will vanish by themselves. Vedant is not just a relief method, it is a cure. Jnana Seva is a very deep level of seva, which will help the person to become more stronger in their thinking, more clearer, having more courage and confidence to face the challenges of life. And so many of the effects that we see, depression, anxiety, stress, worries, tensions, all those can be eliminated from the lives of people. How many people get into drug addictions? How many people get into suicidal tendencies? The country and the people today, in spite of so much technological development, are going through many challenges. What will really make a difference to their lives is the knowledge, is the opportunities for unfoldment, is opportunities for service and seva. So if that is understood, that Annadanam, Mahaddanam, Vidyadanam, Ataparam. One can do Annadan, that is no doubt a great dan, but Vidyadan is greater than Annadan. But greater than Vidyadan is the dan of Abhay, Abhaydan. Why? Abhaydan means the knowledge of Vedant when we give, that makes a person realize I am not even this individual entity, I am one with that infinite consciousness. That person lives in absolute freedom. Just think how many great masters we are listening to their talks even today, reading their books, trying to apply, because they experience that state of infinity. Gurudev experienced this, and how empowered he was. He felt so great and empowered that he said, I want to come and share this knowledge with everybody. His main objective was share the knowledge, and through that he said maximum happiness to maximum people for maximum time. And to help us to assimilate that knowledge, then medical service, educational institutions and orphanages and temples and hospitals and many of those were started, so that we have a field to purify our mind. And hence very important it is to understand that Chinmaya Mission serves at both levels. The cause level, where a person's identity shift happens, and at the effect level also, where we deal with people who are going through difficulties. We help and support through all our other types of social service, educational, cultural activities. So this clarity one must have, that everything costs resources, money, and when we want to impart even Jnana, even Vedantic knowledge, it is a necessity today. In many new ways we have to innovate, make new apps, make it more accessible for people, put it up on social media. A lot of things have to be done. And so a center like Chinmaya Mission Mumbai will cater to both Jnana Seva also, and the Seva where we take care of the effects also. So with this clarity, without any hesitation, take it up as our sadhana. And we are doing this for a noble cause. We are doing this for Puja Gurudev. We are doing this for our culture. We are doing this to empower lives of people. Ask. It will make us humble. It will make us more and more committed to the vision, and it will be a great opportunity to practice equanimity. Our job is to ask, and ask in a convincing way. Don't ask, ठीक है आपको देना है तो आप जरा दे दो. Arey, speak in such a convincing way that the person feels that if I don't give, then I'm missing out on a great opportunity. This is such a good work that is being done. So information will be given, videos will be there, promotion material will be there, the team is there to create all that and support. All that is required is your willingness and ability to go through the material, go and speak to people, convince them, and let them take part. Every person that you approach, we are taking Gurudev's vision, Chinmaya Mission's work to that person. Whether that person gives or not is a secondary matter. Primarily, first is vision has gone, work has gone, awareness of Gurudev's vision, work, all that has gone. Now that person, if you speak convincingly, will be able to give. Even if not now, some other time they will give. That is one aspect. Second, our sadhana happens definitely. And third, we must set one target for ourselves. Each one must set one target. How should the target be? Not a very easy target, not an absolutely unreachable target, but a very inspiring, adequately challenging target, which will push us out of our comfort zone. If each one goes out of their comfort zone, together we will be able to achieve what we want to achieve. 6.5 crores is the cost of that center. We'll try and reach. CCMT has taken a Sankalpa. If you see on that main page, it is 30 crores. CCMT Sankalpa is 30 crores. Because Vishwavidyapeeth, that's a big project. Ours is 1/5 of that. Okay. So together we can work. I'm sure Mumbai can do a lot. In Reimagine Education, we were able to raise almost 5 crores. Now we are here, and this time we have a center also to take up. We have many activities that, and also please remember we have many important years coming up. 50th year of CHIC in 2025, 75 years of Chinmaya movement in 2026. So all these are there. So let us be convinced, set up a nice goal, and be determined that whatever goal I set up, I will achieve that. You must have seen we can, we must, we will in that publicity, the picture that came out. So with that sankalpa that yes, this is my goal and I will achieve it, and achieve it well in time, set examples for everybody else. So I'm sure Chinmaya Mission Mumbai, all of us will come together. Right now, this is the first meeting. We have a few people here, but each of you can inspire many more, and inspire them to raise some funds, join us, run with us also, create more awareness. The bigger our group is, more awareness also we create in that on that day of the event, and also the more funds we are able to raise, more causes we are able to serve also. So together, let us offer this at the feet of Puja Gurudev and make him proud on this 108th Chinmaya Jayanti. Give him a befitting tribute. Hari Om. Thank you very much.
Yes, Meghna ji.
Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Pranams to Puja Swami Swatmanandaji. Hari Om and good evening to all present here. On 108th Jayanti of Puja Gurudev, we are here to see how we can all join the marathon of giving. Most of you here in this meeting have registered for the fundraising campaign. This campaign will start on 24th of November to 24th of December for 1 month. The funds are supposed to be raised at Tata Mumbai Marathon, which will be utilized for cultural seva, educational seva, medical seva, spiritual seva, annadan, and most importantly, as Puja Swamiji said, for a new center in Mumbai, in Chinmaya Prakash zone. Regarding all the sevas, Swamiji has already given us a brief of all about it, but I think I would like to share some statistics about all the sevas which Chinmaya Mission Mumbai has already done. Puja Gurudev has given us an inspiring motto: maximum happiness to maximum people for maximum time. And to achieve this, Chinmaya Mission is engaged in various charitable and social initiatives, besides its core activity of spreading the ancient Vedic knowledge. As part of Arogya Seva, Chinmaya Mission Mumbai has arranged for 3,500 eye operations, lenses, free of cost. We have also done free multi-diagnostic camps for around 1,300 villagers. During COVID times, Chinmaya Mission Mumbai distributed more than 1 lakh masks, 1,200 PPE kits, 250 Jaipur foot, also 600 raincoats. We have given hearing aids, injections to cancer patients, and equipments to hospitals. We provide financial help to deserving patients for surgeries and treatments also. Blood donation drives are regularly conducted by us. Then we come to the Annadan Seva. So during COVID period, we distributed 6,000 plus ration kits, 2,000 plus food packets for underprivileged families. Educational Seva, we have distributed 1,200 plus stationery kits and books to the needy students. Then need-based scholarships were given to deserving students. Pen drives were also provided for ease of online studies. The next is spiritual seva. So Chinmaya Mission regularly conducts annual Gita chanting competition. More than 10,000 children and elders participate free of cost for these competitions. Trophies and prizes are also given to the winners. More than 1 crore people have participated in this competition from around the world in last 3 decades. We have classes for different age groups. In Mumbai, we have more than 75 Shishu Vihar and Bal Vihar classes, wherein more than 600 children participate. Some of these classes are attended by children from the slums. Swamiji just mentioned that we have children from Nehru Nagar coming to Chinmaya Prakash zone for Bal Vihar classes. We have more than 125 study group and Devi group classes with almost 1,500 participants. We have a thriving Chinmaya Yuva Kendra, and we shall be celebrating 50 years of CHIK next year. Now, cultural seva. On cultural front, we have 8 zones and 2 temples thriving with various activities, including different festival celebrations. Chinmaya Pradeep is a first of its kind outdoor multi-medium and multimedia Vedantic vision park, reflecting the knowledge of Vedanta. Bhagavad Gita and Hindu culture through the life, work and teachings of Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda. Chinmay Pradeep is situated at Sandipani Sadhanalaya Pavai. Average footfall of visitors is about 5,000 people per month. Every visitor to Chinmay Pradeep is sure to get inspired with the life of Pujya Gurudev and feel proud about our glorious culture. Entry is free for all the visitors. We have done various sevas in year 2023. Most of the sevas are done by these sevas in 23 are done by our Chinmaya Sagar zone. Most of our activities and sevas are done free of cost. We request one and all to support in whatever way possible. So, please join for this Tata Mumbai Marathon fundraising. Thank you once again for your support. Together we can make a difference. We can, we must, and we will. With Sankalpa for betterment of the society, of the public, for the public. So funds have to be raised by the public, by all of us. Together, let's offer gratitude to our Pujya Gurudev. At his feet, let us try to put in best of our efforts and do our best. Hari Om.
Hari Om. I request Jagadish ji now to give some more details and guide us about how we can go about it.
Hari Om everyone. Prostrations to Pujya Swamiji. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadguruve Namaha. I invoke the grace of Bhagavan and Pujya Gurudev to help me speak. So I think most of you over here know about crowdfundings and Pujya Swamiji has spoken about it. So I think there's no better motivator than him. Personally, at least I've seen in my life. So Tata Mumbai Marathon, what it is, some of you have possibly run back in 2015. It provides a platform for crowdfunding. So how does it differ to say Keto and Fuel a Dream, which we did? The big essence, the one essence is there, is that it is completely free of cost, which means we don't pay any commission. It does not mean that what we did earlier was right or wrong, but the fact is that, Fuel a Dream did provide a very good service in terms of hand holding and everything. But over here, there is absolutely zero cost, which is there, number one. Number two, the biggest thing why we are taking part in the Tata Mumbai Marathon is visibility. And it is very critical that, there are so many charities, more than 200 charities, they take part in it, including Srimad Raj Chandra, Sri Sri Ravi Shankar's Art of Living, and various other. For us, to be visible is very important. It's always, it was Pujya Gurudev's dream that everyone gets Srimad Bhagavad Gita in their hand. It is Swami Swatmanandaji's dream that, people know more about Gurudev. And there is no other better platform than Tata Mumbai Marathon to talk about Chinmaya Mission. So much so that last year, one of the ministers, Kiran Raju, he was holding up the placard of Pujya Gurudev, which was there. So as a platform, it helps raises about 40 crores. There are three ways. Few of you have already registered for the run. That's fine, absolutely. So we will be having crowdfunding, and then, some of you who want to run. In case if some of you have missed registering for that run, you still have a chance if you cross 10,000 rupees, which I'm sure you will do before this first week of December. You can easily, run also as well over there. So these are the distances which are there. These are some of the fundraiser levels which is there, which I talked about. Fundraiser bronze, which is 10,000, silver, gold, change maker, change influencer. Happy to share that TMM Change Legend, which is there, Manisha Kimlani, who is the CEO of CCMT, is the TMM Change Legend. Last year, she herself raised 1 crore 10 lakhs. And this year, even I have been, I don't know, I'm short of words. She alone has raised 2 crore 90 lakhs. So when we are talking about, raising 6.5 crores, if one of you also becomes like Manisha Kimlani and raises 3 crores, I think 6.5 crores will be done. And it's very much possible. It's very much doable. 2 years back, when I asked Manisha ji also, to start taking part in crowdfunding, she herself was skeptical. Despite seeing the success of, crowdfunding, being the CEO, she herself was skeptical. Last year, she took part, she did 1 crore, and this year she's at 3 crores, which is there. these are some of the things which why I'm sharing is for the centers is, if any of your Balvia children wants to run for that, they can run. Last year we had one young leader. He achieved more than 10 lakh rupees himself. And so we have these kids, who can become young leaders, and they can also raise funds. So Meghna ji and other centers, if you want to have Balvia children also raising funds, that's a good part over here, because they get a visibility, they get good name, they get certificate and everything, which is quite useful when they go abroad, which is there. So young leader is something which you can take into account. Why should we do crowdfunding? I think Puja Swamiji has clearly said, giving back to the society, and it's Gurudev Sankap, so let's do it. And he also mentioned that, Puja Gurudev was a visionary, and yes, he was probably the first person in India to start crowdfunding, when for the Vivekanand Rock Memorial, he collected rupee 1 across the country. He was the first person who gave 10,000 rupees at that time. He could have easily, spoken to some 4-5 industrialists and they would have all given money, but he said, no, I want people's participation over here. So the idea over here in crowdfunding is that we want to create awareness. It's a sadhana, like what Puja Swamiji says, that it's just take it like a sadhana, and we want to help create awareness. So as long as, we are able to create awareness, that's fine. Whatever money comes in, it's a byproduct of the entire thing. People give for 3 reasons. They give to you. So Puja Swamiji correctly said that, many of you may be thinking that, only we will get for seva activities, we may not give for center. But 50% of the people are giving it to you. So when you call up that person and you're able to convince him that why the center is needed, people will give for that center also. Second, they give to the name of charity. So Chinmaya Mission is well known. So 75% of your battle is done. There'll be another 25% of the people to whom cause may appeal. So some of them will say, okay, let me give for education. Some may say I'll give for medical. Some may say I'll give for center. But it's not difficult because people give to you. 3 mantras to remember, I keep saying in crowdfunding is, every human being born over here is a fundraiser. So if someone says, if some of you are new, feeling, I'm doing it for the first time, I've never raised it. Yes, there is a first time to everything, and everyone can raise funds. And the biggest thing is that you're not asking for yourself. The fact is that there are people who raise funds, people who want to make movies. They raise funds through crowdfunding. There are people who want to go for trips. You'll be surprised. People who want to go for vacations, they raise funds through crowdfunding. And here you're doing it not for yourself, but you're going for on the noble cause. And third is focus on your action and not the result. There's a very beautiful video which we will all see of Puja Gurudev, which is from chapter 2, verse 47. That we do our best and leave the rest to him. And again, thanks once again to Puja Swamiji who started the concept of crowdfunding for Chinmaya Mission Mumbai. So much so that we have reached close to mind-boggling numbers. It's 80 crores for Chinmaya Vishwavidyapit. It's a big project, but 80 crores have been raised, which no one ever thought could be raised, through 30,000 new donors. And more than 2 lakh people have been contacted. And we have some statistics that more than 500,000 people have been reached both through social media and through calling. So it's not about the money, but just imagine so many people coming to know about Chinmaya Mission, which was very, very important, which is there. This is last year again with grace of Bhagwan and Puja Gurudev. Very first year we were ranked number 3 over there in Chinmaya Mission. We are not there for ranking or anything. Is the question is for us is to focus more on the action. We were ranked first in the education sector. Again, as I said, change legend Dr. Manisha Khemlani, she raised more than 1 crore 3 lakhs, and 300 individuals ran for us at the marathon, which includes the corporate teams also, which was there. Now, some of you must be feeling, I have already done for maximize happiness. I have already done for reimagine education. मैंने तो 2 साल किया हुआ है. And these are some of the things which also happens. But if you see, there are people who have raised funds every year. I mean, she's from Srimad Raj Chandra from another charity. She's raised for 8 consecutive years. One thing, and I would request everyone, if you can start a nice video and we can all take a Zoom feed. So let's open the video and see each other's face. This is very, 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 very important slide over here is that for 8 consecutive years, for 10 consecutive years, someone has raised funds. Okay, because your friends are actually waiting for you to connect with them and ask for donations. In India, okay, 1 lakh crores, and you heard it correctly, 1 lakh crore has been raised, out of which 35,000 crores comes from individuals. Okay, another 35,000 comes from HNIs, high net worth individuals, and another 30,000 crores comes from CSR. And 35,000 crores, which means that each Indian who donates, okay, on an average donates 20,000 a year. There is a budget with every person keep at the back of his mind. Okay, in this year, I want to make this much donation. So when you reach out to your friend again, okay, it can happen. I can talk about my own personal experience. It's my son's Krishna's Peswani, 4th consecutive year of campaign, and he's doing it. And people are still donating, the same person. In fact, the people who donated for in first year 1,000 rupees, they are now donating 5,000 and 10,000 rupees. What is important is that people need to know about, and this is something which we have done through CVV and through Maximize Happiness, that we give them the donor reports. So when people see that if I've given 5,000 rupees and you give me a report, he says, oh, wow. So next time when you go to him, he'll give you 20,000 and 50,000 rupees. So just think about this, that actually when you start the campaign on 24th, your friends are actually waiting for you to go out and reach to them for that. Urvashi ji, I think she's here today also. She's raised for 2 consecutive years. Ranjot Kalra uncle, if some of you know, he is from Chinmaya Mission, Calcutta. He has been raising funds every year. 15 lakhs every year. Right? This is 3rd year again he's participating. He's already crossed 3 lakhs and he plans to achieve the highest this time. And Rajat Kalra uncle is 75 years old, young. I would say 75 years young, which is there. So it is possible, and this is something because most of you know about crowdfunding. So I don't want to talk more about this, but I want to make you understand that it's possible to raise funds every year. If people can raise for 8 consecutive years, 10 consecutive years, you can do that. And then again, when we talk about the young leaders, if we can get children also from Balvia to raise funds, that would be superbly amazing. Let's hear from one lady, Tripti Agarwal. Okay. She's never done fundraising in her life. And after the video is over, I will tell you how much she raised.
Hari Om. We had the blessed opportunity of meeting Pujya Swamiji at the Kolkata Center in December 2017 when he had conducted the Gyan Yagya and Hanuman Chalisa. During that meeting, he had inspired us to work with this university, which is the brainchild of Pujya Gurudev. When this opportunity of crowdfunding campaign came in, I realized the importance of that meeting and the seed which had been sown in our mind almost 3 years back. The first few days of the campaign were a mixed bag. Some people were quite excited about contributing to the CVV, whereas others felt that the university was not located in that area or they could not appreciate the uniqueness of the idea. Once a half dozen contributions came in, our motivation increased. From contacting every friend and relative, we started widening the reach to practically every person on our contact list. Thereafter, we reached out to the corporates as well. So we started running our campaign on 3 levels: individuals, bankers and wealth advisors, and corporates. We tried to join as many individuals as possible, stressing upon the fact that the size of the contribution was not important, explaining to them that this was like a brick being collected from each house for the construction of the Ram Mandir. Resources aside, it was much more important for the success of a social project like this that it gets the moral support of the entire nation. We got a few bankers and wealth advisors to contribute on a personal level. This ensured their personal commitment to the project. Once their commitment was obtained, we persuaded them to share this idea with their clients as well. Lastly, the corporates. We were extremely taken aback by their positive response. It seemed that there was a vast potential lying to be tapped. It was only a matter of a credible organization executing a project for the welfare of the people. With the goodwill of the Chinmaya Mission, that aspect was clearly taken care of. We also tried to impress upon them that they might be doing a CSR in their own manner. However, a university like this was difficult to be executed by a single corporate or even by a group of corporates. It could only be done by a spiritual organization having a deep insight in the fields of education and culture. I am sure that with the blessings of Pujya Gurudev, this entire crowdfunding campaign will be extremely successful and will be instrumental in restoring the rich heritage and ancient wisdom of our great civilization. Hari Om.
So what did she do? She did She raised 81 lakhs. Okay. So raising even a crore for each one of you is not difficult. I have heard from Swami Swarupanandaji and many a times, Swami Swatmanandaji, when he says, you really need to think big, think Chinmaya. It depends upon the curtain which you open. If you open your full curtain, then sunlight will come in completely. So before we proceed, I just want to ask all of you in the chat room, if you can just type in the chat room, that how many people do you think you will reach out to for this activity? Please just type. I want everyone, if you can just open up your videos also, and in the type room just chat how many people do you think you will want to reach out. Okay, 100. Requesting everyone, if you can just open a video for 2 minutes. Good time to even have a Zoom fee. 50 to 75, Pankaji said. Anjali said over 100. 100, Amita ji said. Just type in a Jayshree ji said 100. Suchitra ji said 50. We are nearly about 30 over here, so we've only got some response from 7, 8 people, 9, 10 people. Requesting everyone, just type in the chat room how many people do you think you will invite. 50. Okay. Now I have a question. Okay. So 20, someone said 20, fair enough. Now let me share the screen once again. Shadi ka list. This is something which is favorite term of Guruji called Shadi ka list. Right? What we do in Shadi ka list, we invite so many people. Can you now type in the chat room that how many people do you think you will call in wedding in your family? Up to post-COVID, there's no restriction over here. So please type in the chat room how many people do you think you will call in the wedding. Just type in the chat room. If there's a big wedding in your family, you're definitely going to cross. So Manisha ji goes from 100 to 200. It becomes double. 200. So for everyone, yeah, just type that how many people do you think you will call in a wedding. So if you're going to call 200 and 300 people in the wedding, okay, and whom do you speak to? You speak to your relative, right? You speak to your brother, you speak to your sister. So for this also, speak to your brother, speak to your sister. It's nothing less than a wedding. So, it's a yagna. When we all we talk about the yagna spirit, this is all about the yagna spirit. So very simply put, if you have to be successful at doing this crowdfunding activity, focus on your action. Just make Shadi ka list and leave everything to Bhagwan, Pujya Gurudev and blessings of Swamiji. Everything will be done. What is very important is today itself, make the Shadi ka list, which is critical. Okay. Now, what is important is, if you want, we will share it. We have just made a WhatsApp group also, so we'll share it in that. What you need to do is you need to make the sequence. One is you need to contribute maybe 5% or 10% of your goal amount. So right now we are keeping the goal amount as 50,000. As we go ahead, we will increase it, which is there. Contribute yourself, reach out to your friends, then reach out to your work network, then reach out to your alumni network, and then reach out to your neighbors and other people. Okay, so that's very important over here. I'll also share with you. I don't want to overwhelm people with the list right now. Okay, so what you do exactly? Okay, so first week, very simple. Just find yourself of 10%. Call 50 to 100 people. That's very important. Call, not pure WhatsApp, but call them. Okay, post it only on one WhatsApp group, and whoever is donating, thank them and tell them to share your campaign, which is very important. We had a case history of one Mr. Chandru Sharma who said, I only know 10 people. Okay, and I don't think I'll be able to do even 50,000. He did 6 lakhs from 100 people. How? Because people shared his campaign. I don't want to take the name of the person, but there's an Attorney General of India. He donated 15 lakh rupees for a campaign. No one knew him. It was put on a group, shared on a group. He saw it and he donated. So that's how it happens. So very important. What you need to do is, first today, make the Shadi ka list. The campaign begins on 24th. Just find yourself the 10% amount and call up the people. Tell them what Chinmaya Mission Mumbai is doing. and share the message. So we will be giving each one of you the message. Just share that message with them. And whoever is donating, thank them. We will also be giving you the thank you message and ask them to share your campaign. So let's have some interactive session right now. So what is the first action? Someone can mute the mic, unmute their mic, or they can type in the chat room. What is the first action you will do after this training? The first thing.
Make a Shadi ka list.
Perfect. Then do calling, not WhatsApp, because one call is effective to 10 WhatsApp messages. Now, what do you think is better, video or audio? When you have to send some messages, what do you think works better? Would you want to record your video and send it, or would audio works better?
Audio.
Video.
Yeah. Okay, so there's audio, video, one each. Any tiebreaker?
Phone call, audio.
No. Phone call तो हो गया आपका. Reminder
Oh.
message में. Reminder message में क्या effective लगता है आपको?
Audio.
Audio, yes. It's actually audio and not video, because many times you get video messages, you don't look at the video messages. You hardly get any audio message. So you're going to definitely open it. We'll share with you samples of that. अब phone call कितना 10 मिनट का करना चाहिए? नहीं, 2 minutes. अब आप लोग सोचोगे अरे why only 2 minutes? 2 मिनट तो हालचाल पूछने में जाता है. Yes, 1 minute हालचाल पूछने में जाएगा. But do not have any call going for more than 3 minutes. Even if he's a friend who's meeting you after 30 years also, restrict the call to 30 minutes. And what is very, very important is when you're calling up a person, check if this is a good time to speak. What is going to be very important is, I've seen that some of you have actually uploaded your photo. Richa, who's there from my team, will also be reaching out to you. Please ensure that we have your photos. When you have the photo on your campaign page, the person donates more. So your campaign, if it's without a photo, may raise 20,000, 30,000. But your campaign with photo will raise more than 1 lakh. What is very critical is don't go to small funders first. Therefore, we have given you that chain that go to your nearest friends and family members and relatives who are going to be there. Try to get people who can donate some slighter larger amount which is there. And what is very important in making the Shadika list, and which, when we will do a catch-up call, you will always know is that the people whom you least expected to donated, and the people who thought will donate will not donate. And what is very, very important is start on time. We start the campaign on 24th. I think everyone in Mumbai are all pinch hitters. We have a great cricket team, and I think Mumbai also has a great team over here. The first 2-3 days are important, and it's important that we start the activity over there. Do not share on any social media or Facebook campaign until you have crossed 60% or more, and do not start your campaign until you yourself fund. And it's important because if you send a campaign with a 0 to someone, he will not donate. But when you send a campaign to someone with 5,000 rupees, he will see, okay, Manisha ji or Srijata ji or Ammi ji, we have contributed, they themselves have contributed. So, let me also do it. So they are seeing your conviction also in this, which is very important. Ensure your WhatsApp appeal goes with your link and pop-up. So this, most of you know about it. If you don't know about it, when you get that WhatsApp message, please hold it for 4 to 5 seconds till the time your name pop-up comes out. That's very important, which is there. People commit to donate, they may not donate immediately. So reminders are important. So we will be sharing with you a set of 5 messages over 4 weeks. It's a 4-week campaign. So week 1, you will send day 1 and day 7 the message. Those who have not donated, a reminder on day 14, day 21, and on day 28. It takes on an average more than 5 calls to succeed in terms of donations, which is that I've already spoken about. Engage your children and others to reach out to. I'm sure many of you would have your friends and birthday wishes. Call them up and tell them many people, they make the donation on their birthdays. They can also do that. And in case any of your birthday is coming up, don't give a party, but you can dedicate your birthday for this cause, which is there. This is very important, which I spoke about, that 80% of the people donate on the 5th reminder. So when you start the activity in the first 7 days, if you heard Tripti Agarwala ji video also, she said first week was very mixed. It will happen. Okay, but when you start sending reminders to people, people start giving that donation. And our target and goal with the attitude of gratitude, we are doing everything, offering at his feet. Right now, we'll start with 50,000, and as we go ahead, we will increase that. अब क्या हो सकता है आपका? Fear. What is fear? Fear is nothing. It's false evidence appearing real. some of you I see are new, आप लोग सोच रहे होंगे हमने तो कभी किया नहीं, हम कर सकते हैं या नहीं कर सकते हैं. So there's a fear of failure, there's a fear of rejection, number one. Number two, हमने तो 2 साल किया, वापस हो सकता है, नहीं हो सकता है. As I said that there are people who have done this campaign for 8 years and 10 years and raised funds successfully. Trust me, your friends are waiting for you to reach out to them and give you the funds, which is there. And this is something which is there in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, verse 35. To stop being fearful, start being faithful. And the entire life story for me, or even for this entire crowdfunding campaign, is in the next one video, which is a very beautiful video of Pujya Gurudev. Just hear it. And after that, the training session will come to an end and we can open it for Q&A. But just hear this video across and then just see how crowdfunding or anything in your life actually goes as per this video.
Do the act as perfectly as possible. The beauty of performance of the present will determine, will order, will command the beauty of the results that come in the future. Recognizing this rhythm of life, Krishna advises Arjuna, yours is the only duty to fulfill your function today. May you not unnecessarily dissipate your mental vitality in worrying over what will happen, the result in the future. It is suicidal to all men of achievement. That doesn't mean that you should not think of the future. When you are undertaking a work, there are 2 stages. Stage number 1 is planning. And after planning is the stage of execution. While planning the work, certainly, you must collect all the data. Bring the entire past experience of yours to bear upon the data available. Plan out how am I to act in order to reach a covetable goal in the future. This is called planning. Having planned, when you have rolled up your sleeves and tucked up your pant and entered into the field of performance, may you never waste your mental vitality in unnecessarily worrying over an unknown quantum called the future. The moment you become anxious of the future, you become nervous. And then you say the pressure of the situation. If you are thus working in the present, every action must be perfect. The excellence of your performance will determine ultimately the result in the future.
So simply what Pujya Gurudev says, and this goes in life also, plan out your work. So what is the first thing? Just make Shadi ka list. Do it today before the end of the day. Don't keep it for tomorrow. That is very important. Second thing what he says is do the prescribed duties, which means simply execute what is shared with you. Right? So we'll be sharing with you the WhatsApp message that will be used as a calling script. Just make it 10 to 12 calls daily. Just do this as a sadhana for 30 minutes, 1 hour. You decide, okay, next 30 days, I will dedicate my 30 minutes. I will dedicate my 1 hour for that. That's about it. Do not be attached to the fruits of action. 50,000 raise hoga. I've already showed 1 crore has been raised. So don't think how much has to be done. Krishna in the battlefield, he told Arjuna that, the Kauravas are all dead. Right? It's the glory which you are getting. I've already done that. So similarly, whatever funds has to be raised has already been ordained by Bhagwan and Pujya Gurudev. We are just going the Nimitta Matram. So let's work as just Nimitta Matram over there. Have Prasad Buddhi. And just remember Bhagwan's name and Pujya Gurudev before each call and sending the message. 3. And 4th is don't be attached to inaction. That is what is important, not beginning the campaign. Have no fear when he is near. So that's all from my side. Over to Meghna ji.
There are many people who have not registered. Most of you today in the meeting here have registered, but in your zones, there are a lot of other people whom you can convey and inspire to participate for this fundraising campaign, because it is for a new center in Mumbai. I think we really need to put in a lot of efforts, and I'm sure we will do our best. Another thing was, the campaign is starting on 24th November, and we are just going to do the campaign for 1 month. So make sure that each day, as Jagdish ji mentioned, at least 10-15 calls that you can make. Make sure that you make calls every single day to set of people that you pen down. Because if you make phone calls on only one day to 10-15 people, and then for a week you just don't make any phone calls, you don't put in efforts, it doesn't work that way. We have to be consistent in our effort that we are going to put in. And lastly, we will leave everything to Puja Gurudev. It is for him that we are going to run this campaign, and it is a gratitude for his 108th Jayanti. So let's do our best. Hari Om.
Hari Om, Meghna, very beautiful.
Any question? Yes, Mukesh bhai.
Before the question answer, first of all, congratulations that this initiative was made. And number two, Swamiji also gave a very beautiful setting tone for the fundraising. And Jagdish bhai, please share this beautiful presentation so that we all can at least have again this sort of revisit to the same, and we can again recapitulate what we are to have the action plan for us. Thank you.
Sure.
We will share the video, the recording of the entire meeting today, because there are a few people who wanted to attend and they have not attended. So it would be helpful to them if they want to enroll, and if they want to know the details, they will have the entire video with them. And still, if they have queries any point of time, they can come back to us individually, to Jagdish ji, to me, to Manisha Devle, to our team, so that we can help them out if they have any query any point of time.
Just couple of more things, it just slipped my mind. I'll also share on the group. One is that you can also raise CSR donations from this offline, number one. And you can also raise foreign donations offline, which is there. Online, you cannot get your foreign NRIs to donate for that. The only catch is that once you cross 2.5 lakhs, and that's some mathematics which United Way of Mumbai, which is doing the Tata Mumbai Marathon, has come up with. But whoever crosses 2.5 lakhs, we'll talk about this. But keep it at the back of your mind that once you cross 2.5 lakhs, you can raise CSR donations also, and you can raise donations from people who are staying abroad. Any questions we can take?